Okay. YouTube video number 2. Coming at you live from Ventura. So, we're going to try to go kind of in order of how the build was, and one thing that's super kind of visually apparent that we did to the car is the fenders, and we've got some other stuff. So I'm going to walk through what my plan was, what my approach was. I want to holler at everybody that helped us, obviously, because there was a lot of help that went into it. So first thing we did, I knew that I was going to run a low offset wheel, and so I got a wheel that I wanted that fit the way I wanted it, and we'll edit in pictures and everything, so you'll get to see those. Of course, there's airplanes, but and I also want to apologize for my garage, because it's just going to be real. We're just going to tell the story as it is. We're going to show the car as it is, and again, it's really important to me that I did the best that I could, and that all the products and all the materials that were used were the best quality we could get. And along the way, you know, you sacrifice on money and time because you're not willing to, you know, change course. And I think we hit that. So fenders, got the wheels and tires that we liked. Then this was right when the build started, and I'll add photos of that. We got the wheels and tires. Then I knew eventually I was going to do the long travel and all of the suspension upgrades and all that stuff that we did. So I knew generally where I wanted to be, width-wise, ride height-wise, all of that. So once we got that, then I literally took tape and I covered the whole fender. And then from there, I took spray foam, the Gap stuff. I used just all styrofoams and different things that you could get from a hardware store. And I just built it up, and I kind of shaped it, and I kind of played with that. The other thing that I did that I thought was important is I got silver, because the car at that time was silver. I got a silver wrap, like a 3M vinyl wrap, and what that allowed me to do is, once I had a general idea with the foam and all of the carving and all of that stuff, then I wrapped it with the silver to match the car. So then I could stand back and I could drive it and I could kind of experience it in the same color, so it felt like it was a little bit more real, and that was cheap. So that was a win. That was one thing I would recommend doing. Then once I knew what my width needed to be, once I knew like how far in relation to everything I wanted it to be, I got it close, and then I got it as once I got it close to my dimensions that I wanted and how I wanted to interact with the other parts of the car, then Form.Forged on Instagram is his name. Caleb Nelson is a legend. We've worked on tons of projects in the past, not always cars, but we've always, been great friends. And he is a wizard on the computer, and so he took the measurements and the things, and he sacrificed a lot, and I appreciate him taking help in this dream to get this together. And so then he got it into the computer. Once we had it into the computer so that we knew right and left were right, he did whatever he does and puts a skin on the rendering and all those things, and then he sent it over to another buddy of mine at Mondo Designs, or Mondo Creations, excuse me. They are a CNC foam cutting company, and they do a lot of props for Hollywood. They do a bunch of stuff, all this different random stuff. And so he took them and he CNC carved them so that all of everything was uniform, left and right was perfect, and so that we could have a good plug. So He made us the female end, and once we had those all cut and ready, then we had to start to prepare the foam to take the fiberglass. But the fiberglass that was used gets eaten up by resin, and so we had to use an epoxy resin in order to make it work. Photos are included, and you should see where we had to take my garage, cleaned it out, then we sprayed the foam molds so that they had a mold release. Then we laid in all the glass and resin. We had to use an epoxy resin because the fiberglass was getting eaten by the laminating resin. So once we had that, then we pulled those molds out, and then there was a lot of fit and finish. We had to kind of carve it and shape it and get that fiberglass just right. Once we got that, then we were able to body work it and put all the mounting holes and everything. So I'll have lots of photos of the fenders and things in this video. If you have questions about the process or what I did, it's pretty straightforward, but I'd love to help whoever has questions. Now, the last thing, if you've waited this long, you are hopefully here to hear the big announcement about the fenders. So we have gotten a lot of interest ever since we announced the car and showed it black on silver, and they were just gel coat fenders. We've gotten a lot of people interested in wanting to purchase them. But obviously, I'm in a 2-car garage. I'm not set up for that. We got the ones, and then as you see in the photos, the foam had to be cut away from that fiberglass because it was just the wrong materials. And so I have sourced the help. I know who I'm going to use. I can do all of that, and I can have these made available for sale. But I have kind of 2 things. Now, he will make the molds, and he'll help me produce them, which is wonderful. And obviously, my goal is not to make any money on this, but I've got to at least pay for the molds, and I've got to pay for the work to get done, the labor to get done. It would be 6 pieces. There's the 2 rear doors, and then the front. They will work for a 955 and a 957. So both of those generations, for sure, they will work. I want to keep it exclusive, just because they're special to me, and it's what I loved, and I appreciate all the love I've gotten from you guys and the support about that, but I don't want a bunch of people to have them. I want those few people to have them that are stoked on it, and keep it exclusive. So we'll sell 10 total, but I have to at least sell 3, and here's why. Because the cost to produce them and get them ready and ship them and make molds and all that stuff, although I can find a source, is going to cost quite a bit. So if we can sell 3, there's 3 of you that want them, awesome. I've also dropped the price because I just want to make them for those 10 people that want them. If there are 10 people that want them, and then that'll be that. So I won't make them anymore, and we'll get rid of it. Please DM me, message me, let me know if you are interested, and we'll make it happen. And I think I can get them turned around really fast because I've got the guy queued up. We just need to know that there's some demand for that. So anyways, I know there's lots of you talking about it or have asked me about it, and I want to fulfill on that. So first 10 of you that really want them, let's talk and let's make this happen. So that's the big announcement, is the fenders are now on sale, and we'll get some other crazy Cayennes out there. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy the photos as well, and let's see you next Sunday.